Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Quiet Vanguard. Whether it's good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depends when you're watching this. Different vibe to this episode, and the reason there's a different vibe is because when I wrote the episode, it gave me a different vibe, which is great. So, quickly, the four pillars that every Quiet Vanguard lives by. Start off with mastery. Second one is stewardship. Third one is alliance. Fourth one, action. So if you need more information on the four pillars, go back to episode 000 and there's more information there. Today we're going to talk about something that affects so many people, and it's very subtle, and that is giving a shit what people think of you, of the way you live your life, etc. It's a big thing, affects a lot of people, and we're going to break it down into why we do it, why we shouldn't do it, and what's good about not doing it. That's it. Very simple. So, as always, my notes are over here. Couple of reasons why we care what other people think. Very smart people came up with the tribal reference, as in survival of the fittest. So, if you weren't the fittest or popular in the group, in the tribe, back in the day, you would be kicked out of the tribe, right? You would just be pushed out as a nomad and you were on your own. You can't hunt a woolly mammoth on your own. So you needed a tribe of people. So it was important to stay within the tribe, otherwise you didn't eat, ergo you died, right? Or you got eaten by something bigger than you. So that's ingrained in us, right? The second is the good child blueprint. So ever since you were a kid, as long as you can remember, be a good boy, be a good girl, be good, conform, blah blah blah, etc., etc., etc. So it's in us, okay? It's ingrained in us. The mirror of society. As humans, we are mimetic. Okay, we like to compare ourselves. We have to be seen as popular. We have to be seen as doing good. We have to be, so as society says, this is good, right? So if give you an example, you've got the big house, the Bentley, the X amount in your bank account. That's the standard of good, right? Then others, right, want to be mimetic and copy that. All right, so we crave that approval. But if you haven't got that, then you're not popular. Yeah, then society doesn't look at you as successful or good. Right, so you see how that works. So there's some of the reasons why and there's probably 1,000 more reasons for it, but there's just some to give you an idea. Why you shouldn't give a shit. I've written my points down here, and honestly, I'm guilty of it as well. Because before I started this channel, I gave a shit what other people thought in a way that, oh, my friends are going to see this. My family's going to see this. What if they don't like it? What if no one ever clicks on my videos? What if I say something wrong or do something wrong? Or what if people just don't like my shirt? But I even went so far down the rabbit hole, I was considering just not doing the channel. And then it just dawned on me I'm doing an episode for a channel that I'm running about not giving a shit what other people think, while simultaneously worrying about whether people are going to like it. It was, yeah. So once I got my head around that, which, all right, admittedly, sometimes I'm not the quickest cat, right? But once I got my head around that, it just, all the weight lifted off me. So now it's like the people who watch my videos and like my channel, good. For those of people who don't like my channel, okay. Right. So anyway, why you shouldn't give a shit. First off, whose life are you living? Yours. Correct. Why do you care about, why are you letting other people dictate your life? Right? If you're always constantly trying to get approval, or you care what they think, you're letting that inject into your life when it's your life. They have no skin in the game, right? That's it. It's your life. Very, very precious. You act like it. The next one was lovely for me. The harsh but beautiful truth. And this is harsh, but it is beautiful. No one thinks about you as much as you think about you. Right? To the vast majority of people in your life, you are a background extra at best. Okay, let that sink in. Let that sink in. The next one is the return on investment of you trying to please people and trying to be popular with people and giving a shit about their opinions. The return on investment on that is zero. Absolute zero. So you're using all of your precious energy, right, to please people, to conform to what they want you to be. But are they paying your mortgage? Are they supporting you when you need help? No. So why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? Let that sink in. Approval is a moving goalpost, and this is where I get back up on my soapbox about social media. Social media should only be positive into your life, positive energy, right? Social media, look how many people who used to be popular, like the really famous Instagram. I'm Instagram famous, yeah, and I'm a soldier on Call of Duty. Calm down. But look how they've gone from super popular to nothing. Yeah, it constantly moves. The goalposts are constantly moving. It's the same with people in your life. If you're constantly trying to please someone, they'll expect more and different ways, and this way, and then that way, and then you've got to keep going and going and going and going and pleasing them and pleasing them and pleasing them, and it will never be enough. It will never be enough. No matter how much you seek their approval, it will never be enough. Okay, let that sink in. I looked at a book called by Bronnie Ware. Bronnie Ware, and it's called "The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying." She is a palliative, or she was a palliative care nurse in a hospice, caring for people on their deathbeds. And I'm going to quote this. This is a line from the book, and it said that the number one regret of people on their deathbeds was, "I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me." When I saw that, it just blew my mind. These are people who are about to die. And their number one regret was, "I wish I'd have lived a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me." And if that doesn't make you want to not give a shit about what people in your lives on social or whatever are thinking, I don't know what will. But go and have a look at that book. It's by Bronnie Ware, and it's called "The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying." For me, it's the scale of time. One of my biggest things now is the scale of time. My life is very, very short. Your life is very, very short. If you look at the history of the world, you're here for an eye blink, right? So why are we letting others who, honestly, if you were deeply honest with ourselves, the people sometimes we try and impress, we don't even like. We're looking for their approval. Why? You don't even like them. Right? Just think about things, okay? See, this isn't to judge you. This is to just maybe make you think a little bit. But we're spending our incredibly valuable life and time, which is what we've got left, trying to appease, please, and get the approval of people we don't even like. It's a tragic waste of your life. Don't waste your life on people that mean nothing. Yeah, oh, you got to be popular. Why? That's it. So here's one. I'll give you one just to show you how valuable your life is to you. If I could give you $100 million right now, this, say, on a Saturday morning, I can give you $100 million. but you won't wake up Sunday morning. That's it. Would you take the money? No. So you're saying your life is worth more than $100 million. Okay, think about it. $1 billion. How about if I give you a billion Saturday morning, but you can't wake up Sunday? 10 billion, 100 billion, a trillion, $1 trillion. See, it doesn't matter how much money that I give you, you still want more time. So time is more important than money. There you go. Just a little aside. So the third part of this is, why is it good not to give a shit? Like, why is it good not to give a shit about what people think? Well, for me, it's the ultimate filter. By being authentic, you weed out all the fake, yeah, all the people, all the information, all the stuff that doesn't matter. By being your true self, by not giving a shit, right? It filters out all the crap, right? So the people who are around you, if you're a people pleaser and you're wasting all this energy on trying to get the approval of someone, or trying to be popular, or giving a shit about, they might think this. If you become your authentic self and say, you know what, I actually don't care. If that person, like, if they fall away, good, because they weren't meant to be there in the first place, were they? No. There you go. The currency of freedom is the note that I wrote. Not giving a shit makes you free. You are not bound up by what anyone thinks of you. Because if you don't care, you don't give a shit. I don't know how many times I can say that without YouTube banning me or something, but the freedom is immense. Do you know the freest person in the world? The freest person or group of people I've ever seen? Kids dancing at a wedding. Because they don't care, do they? Right? They're out on the dance floor and the lights are going off and they're just flailing around and, just going crazy. You never see an adult do that. Oh, because the other adults might think I'm silly, or they might think they won't like it, they'll make fun of me. Kids don't care. They're the freest people ever. It's that sense of freedom of not caring what anyone else around you thinks. Okay, it's that self mastery that we talk about in the 4 pillars of, I've mastered myself. So why would I let outside influences affect my one and only life? Don't give a shit about what people think of you, right? Most of the time they're not thinking about you anyway. But we let it affect us so much, and we can't, because it's our life and we're wasting that time. So to wrap this up, and I hope I've made sense. I hope I've helped you. I feel freer. Yay. 2 questions, and this is just for you to jot down and think about. If you knew for a fact that no one would judge you, what would you change about your life right now? What would be the thing? Something just popped into your head, I would imagine. So the question is, if you knew no one was going to judge you, no one was going to point the finger, no one was going to sneer or laugh at you, what would you change about your life, or what would you do right now? Question 1. Question 2. Think about someone whose opinion you're terrified of and ask yourself, do you actually respect them or their lifestyle? Okay? Or are you just addicted to their approval? There you go. Thank you for watching. I hope this has helped. I hope to see you in the next video. And remember, as always, be in the quiet vanguard. The standard starts with you. Have a wonderful day.